everyone, this video is in continuity with the previous video of chapter tissues. In that video we have discussed supporting tissues and types of supporting tissues, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. We have also discussed complex permanent tissue, common types of complex permanent tissue, that is xylem and phloem, and we have also discussed elements of xylem and phloem along with their functions. Now, the learning objectives of this video includes animal tissues, types of animal tissues. We'll discuss epithelial tissue. Based upon the number of layers of cells, we'll discuss simple epithelial tissue and compound epithelial tissue. Based upon the shape of cells, we'll discuss squamous, cuboidal, columnar, pseudostratified and ciliated epithelial tissue. Based on the functions, we'll discuss glandular, sensory, germinal, pigmented and ciliated epithelial tissue. Now students, open page number 2.6 of your books. We'll discuss animal tissues. Students, as we have discussed, cells are grouped together to form tissues. So, in case of animals, animal cells are grouped together to form animal tissues. Based upon the structure and functions, simple tissues in multicellular animals are categorized into four types. First is epithelial tissue, next is connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Now students, what is epithelial tissue? If you break this word, epi means above and thelial means to grow. So what are the characteristics of epithelial tissue? In epithelial tissue, cells are present end to end without or with negligible intercellular spaces. Here students, you can see cells are present end to end and have no intercellular space. Intercellular space, as we have discussed, is a space present between the cells. It always rests upon non-living gelatinous layer called basement membrane. Gelatinous here means jelly-like. Here you can see epithelial tissue rests upon basement membrane. There is no direct supply to this tissue as it doesn't contain blood vessels and receives nourishment via diffusion. It is non-nervous in nature. The cells of this tissue may be flattened, cuboidal or columnar in shape. The cells may be present in single layer called simple epithelium or in many layers known as compound epithelium. It covers all the organs and lines the cavities of hollow organs called stomach. Now students, as we have discussed, cells may be present in single layer or many layers. So, depending upon the number of layers of cells, the epithelial tissue is of two types. One is simple epithelial tissue and another is compound epithelial tissue. Now students, what is simple epithelial tissue? In this type of epithelial tissue, the cells are present in a single layer. Here you can see cells are present in a single layer and all the cells rests upon basement membrane. Here you can see single layer of cells and all the cells rest upon basement membrane. Depending upon the shape of cells, simple epithelial tissue is classified into five types: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, pseudostratified epithelium and ciliated epithelium. Now students, what is squamous epithelium? It is also called pavement epithelium due to its tile-like appearance. It contains flattened cells arranged end to end. Here you can see these are flattened cells which are arranged end to end. Cells are very thin, polygonal in surface view. Here you can see cells are polygonal in surface view and are slightly bulging in the center where the nucleus is present. Here you can see cells are bulging in the center where the nucleus is present. If we talk about its location, it is found lining the body cavity, blood vessels, cheeks, etc. Functions of squamous epithelium. It protects underlying parts from injury, entry of germs, harmful chemicals and drying up. Now students, what is cuboidal epithelium? As the name indicates, cuboidal means cube-like. So in this case, the cells are cube-like or isodiametric. Word isodiametric means cells having identical length, breadth and height. Here you can see cells are cube-like. Cells are polygonal in surface view. If we talk about location, this tissue is found lining the body of nephrons of kidney, gonads, sweat glands, etc. If we talk about functions of cuboidal epithelium, it is protective in function. Now students, what is columnar epithelial tissue? In columnar epithelial tissue, the cells are pillar or column-like and the cells are polygonal in surface view. If we talk about location, this tissue is found lining the alimentary canal, the sensory organs. If we talk about functions, it is protective, secretory as it secretes digestive enzymes, absorptive as it has microvilli on its surface, so it increases the surface area and helps in the absorption of digestive food, and is sensory in function. Next is pseudostratified epithelium. This type of epithelium contains two types of cell. First is long pillar-like and small triangular. Long pillar-like cells are broad on the free surface and narrow down towards the basement membrane. Here you can see the cells are narrow down the basement membrane. In between the narrow ends are present small triangular cells, hence it seems to be two-layered but actually it is single-layered. It is found lining the trachea, bronchi, etc. If we talk about its functions, it is protective in function. Now students, what is ciliated epithelium? In ciliated epithelium, the cells may be cuboidal, columnar or pseudostratified. On its free surface are present very fine hair-like cilia. Here you can see cilia is present on its surface. If we talk about location, it is found lining the body of nephrons, buccopharyngeal cavity of frog. Functions of ciliated epithelium. The cilia by their beating set small structures, gases or liquids in motion over the epithelial surface. Depending upon the functions performed by simple epithelial tissue, it is further classified into 5 types. Glandular epithelium. It is secretory in nature and is found in glands. Sensory epithelium. It is capable of perceiving stimuli. It is found in all sensory organs. Germinal epithelium. It produces gametes and is found lining the gonads. Next is pigmented epithelium. It contains colored pigments and is found in the outer layer of the retina of the eye. Ciliated epithelium. It causes movements by beating of cilia. It is found lining the trachea, ureters, etc. Students, up till now we have discussed simple epithelial tissue. Now, what is stratified epithelial or compound epithelial tissue? In this type of tissue, epithelium is multi-layered. Here you can see multi-layers of epithelium. Cells of lowermost layer only rest upon the basement membrane. Here you can see only lowermost layer of cells rest upon the basement membrane. It forms the epidermis of skin, which is the outer layer of skin. The stratified epithelium may be categorized based on the type of cells that make it up. It may be squamous, which is flat-like, cuboidal, or columnar. Now students, you must be able to answer the following questions. Give 4 characteristics of the following, that is epithelial tissue. Where is the following tissue located in the body? Stratified epithelium. Discuss various types of simple epithelial tissues. Thank you everyone.